Hello and welcome to Merlin's Manor. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play the solo mode of Maki Master. First thing you're going to do is choose one of these challenge cards. They are double-sided, so there are 6 challenges that you can face. They recommend starting with the Novice challenge, which is what we're going to be doing today. These challenge cards are going to tell you what you need to do in order to win the game. For the Novice challenge, by the end of the game, you have to have completed 4 level 2 recipes, 3 level 3 recipes, 2 level 4 recipes, and 1 level 5 recipes. You also have to score at least 12 wasabi to get bronze, 15 wasabi to get silver, and 18 wasabi to get gold. And all of those are going to change depending on the card. So let's go ahead and set these 2 off out of the game and put our Novice card right here next to this card, which is going to tell you what the AI is going to do on its turn. And then for the setup for the game, you are going to set up just like a 2-player game. You're going to put the card row here, covering up about 1.5 sections of the board here, having just enough space for this tracker to be in this column right here. You're going to set up the pantry with all the ingredients over here. You're going to put 3 action cards out with the action card deck off to the side there. And then you're going to put out a wasabi in the wasabi pool. You're going to get yourself a little dish over here. You're going to put these teacups anywhere you want to on the board. The main significance for them is how they interact with the brew card, because anytime you want a place where a teacup is, you can just move it to an empty location. And the big thing is that the brew will allow you to be able to switch places somewhere. So just put those wherever you want to out there. You're going to grab yourself a 2, a 3, and a 4 recipe card to start out the game. And as far as the setup for the AI opponent goes, you're going to have these cards set up over here, this target marker and this die set aside, and then a stack of ingredients. And how you're going to form the stack of ingredients is you're going to take 1 of each ingredient out of these 4 rows, and then 2 of each of the basic ingredients. You will not take any of these special ingredients here. And then you're going to form that stack and shuffle it up and set it aside over here. And that is the setup for the game. Let's go ahead and jump into how we play the game. And as far as your turn goes, you're going to be doing the same thing as in a multiplayer game. You are going to start out on your turn by placing out any one ingredient anywhere you want to on the board. Let's just say we're going to put this maki right here. And then you're going to add this target marker here because that's going to be significant for what the AI does on its turn. And then after you've done that, you can do either serving, which is fulfilling a recipe card. So let's just assume that this red snapper was out here as well, just for this illustration. Then you could fulfill this snapper maki right here. And you won't worry about the points here. That is just for the multiplayer game. You will, though, get this action card. And so you can choose any one of these action cards for any 2s that you complete. And then you'll place that face down. For 3s, 4s, and 5s, you'll notice that you don't get an action card, but instead you'll get wasabi if you've done them in the exact order. You do not have to do these in the exact order in order to complete the recipe, just if you want to get that extra wasabi there. So if you were to complete one of these, then you would go ahead and check to see if they're in order. If so, get the wasabi. If not, just flip it over. And then what you do after you've completed a recipe is you'll get to choose any one of these stacks to add the recipe to your hand. And if you were adding a 2, you would do no extra actions. If you were adding a 3, you would add 1 wasabi to your bowl and 1 wasabi to the pool. For a 4, you would just add 1 wasabi to the pool. And for a 5, you'd add 2 wasabi to the pool. So depending on which one you take is what you're going to add there. Now if you are unable, as you won't be able to on your first turn, complete a recipe, or if you don't want to, you can do a prep action, which is one of 3 things that you're able to do. You'll either gain 1 action card, you'll take all of the wasabi from the pool and add it to your dish, or you'll discard any number of recipe cards to draw back up. You will not take the actions on the back when you do that. So you can do any one of those 3 options. Now let's get into what the AI is going to do on its turn. You're going to roll a die, and based on what the die says, you're going to move this forward. 1, 2, 3 in this case, because we rolled a 3. And then you will take 1, 2, 3, the number of the die, putting them off here, and then take the next one and add it to the board. And you're going to add it to the board based on the row that this marker is in. And you are going to place that out as close to the target as you can. In this case, we have a tie left and right. Either one would be just as close in this row. And so the ties are broken based on this right here. Let's just put this right here so we can see. For a 1, 2, or 3 as we rolled, it would go to the left. Had we rolled a 4, 5, or 6, it would go to the right. And so that's what the AI will do on its turn for its first thing. And then after that, you're going to check to see if the wasabi that is here is going to be higher than the amount of the die roll. In this case, we rolled a 3 and there's 1, so it would not trigger. If there was 3 again on here, still wouldn't trigger. But if there's 4, what it would do is it would take all but one of these and put them back into the pool there. If the amount of wasabi is not greater than the die roll, then you would take the action associated with the number here. For the number 1, you would go ahead and discard this from the game. For number 2, you discard the second action card from the game. For the number 3, you discard the third action card from the game. For a 4 roll, you would add 1 wasabi to the pool. Same thing for a 5, or for a 6, you would add 2 wasabi to the pool. And that is how the AI is going to take its actions. Just one thing to note, though, as far as when you roll the die, if there is a row that is full, you would then skip that row when you are counting. They do recommend putting a cube or something on the rows that are full so you can remember which ones are full at a glance without having to take a look every time. And that is basically how you play the game. The game is going to continue until all of the space on the board is filled. You'll just have the 2 spaces that have the teacups on them will count as filled as well. And so once that happens, you'll get one final turn to try and do something if you have an action card that will let you do something, as far as placing out a recipe or just taking your prep action if you're not able to place something out or otherwise manipulate the board. And so let's go ahead and get into the game and play and show you how it's played. And so we're just going to leave the teacups there as they are. Seems like a good enough place there. And so let's just go ahead and figure out what we want to do. We have 3 cards here. We have the Snapper Maki, which is going to want Maki and Red Snapper. The Saki Avo Maki, which wants Maki, Salmon, and Avocado. And that's Amore, which needs Nigiri, Avocado, Eel, and Crab. And so we got a couple that want Maki, so I may want to focus on Maki for my first action. We also have a couple things that want Avocado in different ways. Let's go ahead and actually focus on getting the That's Amore finished first, I think. So let's go ahead and put Nigiri here, I think. I want Avocado. Yeah, let's put Nigiri here. And we're going to put our target out there. And that is our turn. We don't have any recipes we can fulfill, so we can either take that or one of these or discard. I'm going to go ahead and take one of these. And when playing a tile, play it on top of another one. I'm going to take Stack. And you can have a maximum of 2 action cards. And so let's go ahead and roll the die now. We rolled a 1, so it's going to go 1 like that. Move that and put Cucumber here because it's in this row and it is the same column as where we placed. And so now we can remove this and go into our next action, which is going to be to put out an Avocado. I think I've already messed things up. Oh, I forgot to put out a replacement card here. That's okay. I'm going to come this way. I kind of messed things up a little bit, but I'm going to be able to repair it. We can't complete anything, so... Oh, I forgot to do the rest of its action. So on the 1, it would have gotten rid of this card out of play and put in a new one. Okay, so what are we going to do for our next action, I wonder? Let's see what it's doing. Oh, let's put this on here. So it's going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. Going to place as close as it can to the Nigiri. So that means 1, 2, 3. It's going to place out. That is terrible. That's as close as it can get in that row to the Avocados row. No, wait, actually can go either way, and ties go this direction. It is already being not nice to me. Okay, let's take our turn. We're going to put out an eel. There, and roll the die. Alright, no, first, before we roll the die, we got to do our secondary action. Oh, and I forgot to do its secondary action. It's going to get rid of this card like that. Yeah, oh, my secondary action, I'm going to take the snake then. Okay. I forgot to do a secondary action last round, so I guess I'll get the one wasabi that was there. Okay, so roll a die. A 6. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's going to take the Daikon. And it's going to put it as close as it can to the eel that I just placed out. So close as it can do is right here. And now it's going to be doing 6, which is adding 2 wasabi there. Now let's go ahead and we're going to place out crab. And I'm going to place it here. Now I can use snake to break the rule where you have to have everything in a row or a column. So we can go nigiri, avocado, eel, crab, snaking around because it says serve a recipe that turns any number of corners. And so we're serving our that's amore, nigiri, avocado, eel, and crab. We did it in order, so we get 2 wasabi, and we flip that over, and then we can get any one of these cards. I'm going to get a 5 card, so we can start working towards our 1-5, because this is the hardest one to complete, which means we put 2 in there. Now we roll. Got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to want to place as close in that row to, it's going to want to place in this column basically, so let's move this wherever we want to. Let's just move it out of the way. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The eel is going to go right there. Okay, it's already messed up my plans some because I was hoping to do... No, it hasn't messed it up too much. I want the maki connected somehow to this avocado. I'm going to check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to, so it's not less, it's not greater than yet. So it's going to place out one of these. Let's work towards this one for the moment. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to worry about being exact. I'm going to put an oyster here because there's cucumber that I need for that one. Seems like a good idea. So the target there. For my second action, I'm going to take all this stuff. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can go ahead and trade that in for one of these. And then one comes back on there. So roll. 1, 2. Oh, these are now emptied, so we're going to turn them back over. And then go 1, 2. And we put out the crab. It's going to want to be in this column, so boom, just like that. And then for the 2, it's going to get rid of this card. Spicy. Then we take our turn, which I'm working towards this. Go ahead and put a Maki out right there. And for my second, I'm going to choose 2 adjacent spaces and swap their contents. That could be useful later. Now we roll the die. Got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nigiri. It's going to be right there. That's not... Oh, that's nice, actually, because we can use... No, wrong one. Wrong one. I thought it was exactly what we needed, but we needed the Maki there. Got excited for a second. Okay, so 4... It's not greater than 4, so it's going to add 1 wasabi. Now let's go ahead and keep working towards this. We've got the cucumber. I just need tofu and shrimp. Let's go ahead and put the tofu there. And then what do we want to do for our secondary action? I guess we'll just take 2 of these. And then we roll the die. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scallops as close as it can. What do we just place the tofu? It's going to be as close as it can to the tofu, which is going to be right here. And then 5, there's not more than 5 in there, so we're going to add 1 wasabi. And let's go ahead and put out our ingredient, which is going to be the shrimp. right there. We have now done maki, oyster, cucumber, tofu, and shrimp. Not in order, so we don't get the 3 wasabi there, but we do get to complete a 5 just like that. And then we can choose one of these. What do we need? We need to complete one more 4, a bunch more 2s and 3s. Let's go ahead and get the 4 because I like to know what those are going to be and trying to work towards those because they require more effort. Although we do need to start working towards these 2s a little bit more. Ooh, I have an idea. We'll see if it works out. Okay, so because we took a 4, we're going to add 1 wasabi there. And then we just put out this. I'll move that there. Going to move 1, 2, flip it over, and the yellowtail is going to go right there, same column. Now, we got nigiri. Put the red snapper here. It would, no, it's not the right thing. Oh, we put the red snapper here. It would complete this. We've got crab there. If we get yellowtail in there and get a snake, that's relying on getting a snake. Don't like putting it all in Chance's hands there. Oh, I got an idea. I'm going to do, okay. I'm going to use my switch to put avocado here. Use switch, put avocado there. And then I'm going to put a salmon here. Not in order again, but we do have maki, salmon, and avocado. We completed a 3. Let's grab another 3. Roll the die. 2. Oh, and our target is going to be on the salmon we placed out. So it wants to be here, but it cannot. So it's going to go here because of the tiebreaker with the 2. Oh, and this one is actually full, so let's go ahead and mark that so we don't accidentally run across it. And then 2, it's going to get rid of spicy. And out comes switch. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't have done that. Because there was 3 on here. It actually would have taken the wasabi off. Let's go ahead and put out a red snapper here. We got maki red snapper. We get a card. Let's just go ahead and do another stack, I guess. Just put 2 there. And let's go ahead and roll the die. It's a 5, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where's our target supposed to be? It's on the red snapper. It can't go here. It's going to have to go here. So salmon right there. Oh, and I forgot to grab one of these. Let's grab it too. So 5. It's going to add one of these. So we got red snapper, nigiri. Well, if I had switch, I could get that over there. Let's use stack for this round, I think. No, let's not use stack. Oh, wait, what do I need for this? Maki, salmon, roe. I'll use stack to fill this one. So let's take roe and stack it here. We've got maki, roe, and salmon, not in order. So we got 2 3s fulfilled here. Doesn't get me the switch in the moment. Unless, yeah, so let's go ahead and get a 3. Which is going to put 1 here and 1 here. Roll the die. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what did I just place out? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it wants to be in that row, but can't. It's going to be right here. Now this one is full. And for its 4, that's less than, so it's going to add a wasabi. Things are starting to get tight. I'm going to go ahead and use... I'm going to use stack. Yeah, I'm going to just put this here. It's going to get me this one completed. It's going to get me the switch. I got 2 of those. So we still need to complete our 4. 1 more 3. And then 2s after that. So let's grab this. Hopefully that's going to be okay. I just realized something is set up really good. Where do we just place? We have here. Yeah, it's probably going to be fine. Famous last words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. So it's going to put a clam right where I need something else. That's okay, because I have stack still. And then with the 6, it's going to add 2 there. Okay, so I'm going to use... Actually, I'm going to hold off on that one, because I can do that one late game. I'm going to use switch. Switch these 2. And I'm going to place out Yellowtail right here. So that we got Nigiri, Red Snapper, Crab, and Yellowtail. Again, not in order. I am not caring about that right now. I got my 2 4s, got my 1 5, I got 2 3s, and 2 2s. So I'm going to get 2 more 2s and 1 more 3. Let's grab a 2. And then that is all. It's going to go 1, 2, and we have more full rows right now. Just going to place out. Where did I just place? Place there. So it's going to place the shrimp there. If I could switch those, that'd be nice. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to get rid of... Nope, they're going to take all these. Okay. So I can score this one anytime I want using my stack. Nigiri, roe, shrimp. If I had a switch, I could fulfill this one. Ooh, we turn the top tile of pantry. Let's see here. Fulfill that one with the stack. It's not going to help me in the moment. I really need the stack for that, though, is my next problem. If I put the tuna out somewhere, I could use a chop in the future turn. This is... I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's put tuna here. My secondary action, I'm going to get chop. It's going to go... That's full. So it's actually just going to stay here. And it's going to put something there. Oh, it puts nigiri there. Not where I need the nigiri. Actually, could work. Okay, so it's going to do the 3 action. Oh, forgot to put this back out. 1, 2, 3. A snake finally came back out. A bit late for it. Just not quite enough actions left in the game. Oh yeah, there is, because you can use as many of these as you want. So I'm going to chop this. And I'm going to stack. What am I stacking? I'm stacking shrimp. Right there. So we've got nigiri, shrimp, roe. Again, not in order. Got our 3s, 4s, and 5s done. We just need 2s. So I'm going to grab a 2. I barely got bronze going on. Now we've got 2 spaces opened up, so it's not going to end here. Is the main reason I did what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not ideal. That's where I wanted to be able to put something. Oh, but I can put something there, so it's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine. 4, 1 there. Because these aren't the best. Oh, spend to the supply, then place a tile from the pantry. So I could place 2 tiles if I had that, but I don't have it yet. These are the wrong cards. You can do one or the other. Okay, so I completed this one. I can take one of these, but none of these help out at this point in the game. Might as well take this one. And then it doesn't take any more actions. I can take one last action, but I can't make room for anything. Nope. So, take 3 of those. Let's see what I wound up with. 5, 10, 15, 16. Which would have gotten me silver had I managed to get one last 2. But I failed by 1 measly 2 level card. That's how you play Maki Master. A little bit of bad luck as far as the cards came up here. Probably could have made that work for me. I don't know. But it wasn't out. So yeah, this game has a decent bit of luck when it comes to what cards are going to come out, as well as the recipe cards, as well as what it puts out, as far as what you're able to do. So, a little bad luck there cost the game. Of course, I probably could have had some better strategy as well. That would have kept me having to rely on luck here at the end of the game. But anyway, that is how you play. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And here are a couple other videos that you can look at, including a review of Maki Master that I have up on my channel. Check that out if you haven't already done so. I hope you have a great week and keep on gaming.